Alley-oop.
Jesus. For all of you watching at home, this is actually a mostly finished drum of Vaseline. there's still enough in there to do some damage now.
I will be taking no questions. Let's use our brains for once. What if we thought about something?
Nah, it doesn't need to be. You know?
Yeah.
As long as there isn't, I don't know, hypothetically yard waste or a 55-gallon drum of Vaseline in the way.
What if, okay.
Yeah.
Hear me out on this one.
Oh my fucking God. That is a great idea. There you go. There you go.
Boom.
That's just excellent. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's a good thing to do. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Should probably get some.
Need to get the schmutz off, but
The schmutz off. We should get some things to put more schmutz on.
the printer needs to come out.
Printer, table for the printer, power.
Indoor run. This is a good start.
In another life, I would be your girl. We'll keep all our promises, be us against the world. In another life, I would make you say, you don't have to say a word.
That's fine.
Yeah, just don't put a sail on it.
Sorry, I'd left my vat of Vaseline here. My bad, guys.
Oh yeah, can you move that?
Yeah.
Vat of Vaseline.
This will come in handy later. Everyone, if there's a giant vat of Vaseline in the first act, Sheffield's Vaseline.
No, it's Schrodinger's.
Schrodinger's Vaseline. You don't know if it's Vaseline until you open it. Yet to figure out how to make a lav mic not fucking suck. It's just like, it's gonna hit my chain. It's gonna hit my chain, bro. It's gonna hit my chain, bro.
You can't have that.
I know.
Dude, it's the chain or nothing, bro.
It's the chain or nothing. It's a chain kind of day. I don't have to say a word. The one that got away. Oh yeah, I think a little warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Yeah, okay,
That's perfect.
Okay, can we move the yard waste just like a
Yeah,
little?
yeah.
Like,
Come on, guys. This is a professional setting. Yeah.
No 55-gallon drum of Vaseline is complete without Kleenex.
Oh, gotta have the tissues. You never know where this podcast might go. You leave two dudes alone on a nice day with a vat of Vaseline, you know? You better have a Kleenex. Fuck. Jesus.
How does it taste?
Wow. I'm gonna be part of a civil lawsuit in like 30 years.
These are coming together.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Okay. We've got rid of whatever lesson this was. We have a lot more important things to say. It looks even better. I gotta take just a photo of this to include in the video. This is going on my Instagram story.
Big things coming.
Big things coming. Remember this. Big.
Yeah, we could maybe bring that 55-gallon drum of Vaseline like a little closer this way.
Okay, yeah, right on. This is our bottle opener. I realized we didn't bring a bottle opener out.
Oh, you forgot your teeth?
Yeah. Oh God. Here, if you need to open one of those beers, this is why I brought this.
Okay. Dude, you always think ahead.
Yeah, what can I say?
Always prepared.
You can always count on me to bring the giant vat of Vaseline to the party. How do I use this to open a beer? It got us one step closer to getting it open. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Ooh. Oh God. Oh.
Save some of that shit for me.
Jesus Christ, there's plenty to go around, believe me. You know, most bottle openers don't also have the problem of being covered in Vaseline.
Why is that?
Yeah, good question. Guys, they just don't make them like they used to. Can I, like...
Just think about, for a moment, if it works. What happens next?
Yeah. Oh, God. Holy fucking shit. It works. What happens next, as they say?
Jesus. No, that's a good head.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, you can't script it. Look at how much beer is on top of our Vaseline. Oh, shit. Okay, my turn. Please step right up. Help yourself. How did you do this? Like
Yep.
this?
Yep. Just yank it.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like that.
okay, that's a good
And then
head.
you drink. Quickly.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. It's a life or something. Holy fuck, I am covered in these.
I forgot the limes.
Limes.
Oh.
Video hasn't even started and I'm covered in beer and blood and Vaseline.
Here.
I see why they don't make most offices like this.
Yeah, I see why they invented the office building.
yeah, keeps this stuff outside. Huh. Okay, I'll regret that later. At least I'll have footage for the insurance claim.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sticky.
I know.
We need some,
Well,
if only.
if only. That's why it's the perfect fucking bottle
It's the-
opener.
You then when
your
you get
beer.
all sticky, you have Vaseline. Oh, wow. We have fun here. I just realized we still have no idea what we're actually going to talk about.
Oh. I thought you thought about what we were actually going to
I
talk
thought you
about.
brought the topic of today's video. Oh, Jesus. Do you think I could fit this through here?
With enough Vaseline.
Oh my God. Oh, this knife does suck. Wow, I do have a cut on my hand. Ow. This thing is just covered in beer, blood, Vaseline, and lime juice. Good
That's the
start
title
to
of my
this.
memoir.
Wouldn't be beer without a little blood in it.
Yep.
There we go. Summer's here. Are we done? Was that the whole video?
I think that's it.
That's it. Okay,
Okay,
back it up,
cut.
guys.
Oh.
Okay, I guess we can remove the Vaseline container for now.
Yeah, until we need to
Until we need
more beer, which will be soon.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah, sooner thanks to the way we opened this. Okay. Right this way. Yeah, you just put that anywhere.
Welcome back to the Uncut Vermont podcast.
Oh man. What are we doing today? We're gonna tell you the truth, the uncut, cold, hard, unfiltered facts, raw facts. Okay, so I think the MO of today's video is gonna be, let's go a little more into kind of the geometry. Something I thought could be kind of fun Buc-ee's?
I was also thinking Buc-ee's yesterday.
Bullshit.
No, seriously, I was fucking thinking of Buc-ee's. I kid you not.
Okay, it's a sign. I guess we're going with fucking Buc-ee's in this video. I am bleeding profusely. Okay, Buc-ee's it is, I guess.
Buc-ee's was on the mind.
Buc-ee's
Okay.
on the mind.
So, using what we've been given through the universe,
Yeah, our sacred
We have-
truth that we learned last
we have
time.
Buc-ee's and Trenton, New Jersey.
God. I don't
like
think
that's too
so.
far
Because I
north.
looked at a map this morning while you were at the DMV. I was
Looking up Buc-ee's
I was looking
location.
at Buc-ee's locations, yes,
Okay.
actually. And there's a shit ton in Texas. And there's like a few other states that have like 3 or 4.
But okay.
But there's just a ton in Texas. Like so many that I don't even think we can do anything with it because there's just
too
so
many.
fucking many of them. And they stop like right at the border too. It's actually pretty amazing. Here.
Buc-ee's is tied to the energy grid of
Oh
Texas.
my god. Oh my god, it all makes sense. Actually, Henry, you know how to kick this thing off. Is there any sort of source on the internet that would be able to tell us the most important information that we need to know?
Oh,
about
oh,
anything?
oh, my friend. Have I got the truest source of truth for you? Have you ever heard of ChatGPT?
Once again, we ask Jesus to take the wheel. Okay, how are these 3 things connected? Buc-ee's. You might be wondering what these 3 things have in common.
So are we. And that's what we're here to tell you.
You know, Henry, I'm going to be honest. I think you need to kick off with Trenton because Trenton has been speaking to you.
It's been on the
Trenton's
line.
been on the mind. Trenton, New Jersey's been
Okay.
on the mind.
What are all the important numbers about Trenton, New Jersey? 90,871.
Ooh, okay, good
Makes it
start.
makes it the state's 10th most populous municipality. 10? That's
10.
awfully round. When was it founded? 1719.
Wow.
Later incorporated as a city
1719.
in 1792.
Okay.
Became the capital of New Jersey in 1790.
No. What's the capital of New Jersey? I can't say I've ever cared enough to think about it.
Trenton.
Capital city.
Okay.
Okay. I knew that.
Yeah, me too.
History guy here knew that Trenton, New Jersey was important in the Revolutionary War, did not know that it was the capital of New Jersey. Well, you know, we're learning something. That's what we've discovered. Guys,
Join
we've
us next
uncovered that
time on-
Trenton is the capital of New Jersey. Okay, that's big. When was Buc-ee's founded?
In 1982 by Arch Beaver Applin III.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. That's suspicious.
That
Wait,
is.
what year was this founded again? If we omit Texas, we could definitely draw something between all those Buc-ee's.
Yeah. And I mean, who doesn't want to admit Texas?
Okay, good. All right, we're taking Texas out of this equation entirely.
What year is it? What do I keep saying? It is the year of.
Magnets.
Fucking magnets, dude.
Jesus, we're taking fire. What the fuck? Maybe it got stuck to our giant barrel of Vaseline. Now we have the hex wrench. Great. There it is.
Now I'm noticing right away.
Uh-huh.
Bucks? I mean, like, I'm just.
Give me this.
Buck?
Ease? Coincidence? I don't think so. Wow. You
Jesus.
should have gone parasailing today.
You probably can't see us right now because our
Yeah,
light
dude,
fell
the
over.
light is totally messed up here.
Okay. Yeah.
You can get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
My previous beer that was mostly empty and filled with blood and the crushed skin of a lime wasn't quite cutting it. I might open another one. Let's see how I can do this without seriously injuring myself or someone around me. This is a bad start.
There
we go. Wow, that was actually quite elegant. I might carry one of these around at all times.
I like your nice Photoshop job.
Oh yeah, thank you. You know, it is amazing how poor we are at planning pretty much anything.
What makes you say that?
Make sure to get really good footage of that so I can claim that ink on my tax return. There it goes.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
Okay, so as you can see, I've done us the justice of removing Texas from the equation here. So don't look over there and no. Okay. But that leaves us with the other. Oh God, the magnets are too good. Let's see. Well, how many total locations are there? Total Buc-ee's. Read 'em and weep, boys. Lest we say more. Here, you know, I honestly think what we should do is we should do a little, the research that we should have done before this now. You can cut this part out. Here, honestly, I'm gonna hit the, I'll hit it and we can just do a little, little brainstorming. Get my screen recording back up. Oh, I'm sticky. Oh, I'm sticky.
Have I got the solution for you?
I'd like to give a big shout out to my editors for knowing what to do with literally any of this footage. I hope that this has been enjoyable for you.
I hope at least they're having a good time.
If nothing else, you can say that it was enjoyable. Hell yeah.
Maybe don't do that over
binoculars.
so I can see them coming.
Buc-ee's on the horizon.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, it worked for me. Skill issue. Huh. You know, it is a circle. You could open it in any direction that isn't upside down.
But that's not what I'm doing.
Okay. Buc-ee's. Oh my God.
Carry on.
Plan for world domination. Uncut Vermont podcast. Let's figure out what Buc-ee's plan is for world domination. We know it's happening, you know it's happening, and today we're gonna get to the ground truth of it. Henry, open ChatGPT. Buc-ee's, commonly referred to as Buc-ee's, is an American chain of country store, gas station, and electric vehicle chargers created and owned by Arch Beaver Applin III. Was he the third beaver? Were all the other ones beavers before him?
Probably.
Why was this lake such an issue for them then? I thought that's the whole thing with the fucking beavers.
Yeah, aren't they good with lakes or some shit?
The chain was founded in 1982 in Clute next to Lake Jackson and began expansion. Get that shit down. Buc-ee's plan for world domination, people. We're fucking serious about this.
Just need to highlight the importance of this.
The dire of this situation.
I mean, we wouldn't be here if it was not serious. We've had to uproot, take the bare necessities.
We're on the run right now, guys. They are after us.
It's just us, this whiteboard, and that 55-gallon of Vaseline.
It's just us, this whiteboard, and a really long extension cord connected to our printer.
Oh. So I asked ChatGPT, what are all the important numbers about Buc-ee's? Because
we are so back.
where else do you start?
Hit me.
So it began Founded 1982 in Clute, Texas.
In Clute, Texas.
Which is not where it said on the Wikipedia page, but okay. Now this is interesting. It says number of locations.
Okay.
It says over 40.
Over
40.
So any number over 40.
There
1,982, for example. That's just one of the numbers.
They don't want you to know how many Buc-ees there are.
Over 40?
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. We found over 40 Buc-ees. Not
Buc-ees over 40 in your area? Okay.
Buc-ees over 40.
Largest location.
Oh, this is important.
Sevierville, Tennessee.
Sevierville, Tennessee. Okay.
Spell it how you'd like.
Sevierville.
Sevierville.
No, don't try and pronounce it. I'm going to spell it how I like. Thanks very much. Sevierville.
Okay.
Sevierville, Tennessee.
And the size of that?
The size?
74,707 square feet.
Holy shit. Wait, 74,700
07.
07. Wow.
Why do they need that many feet?
There's plenty of US to go around.
Yeah.
They don't need that much space.
Yeah. Especially in the country's gem, Sevierville, Tennessee. Most fuel pumps at a single location. Pumps.
Eats, shoots, and pumps.
120 plus.
What?
I kid you not. That is what ChatGPT told me.
I am not making this up. That is just what ChatGPT said. 120 plus? So a number perhaps like 1,982, potentially?
Potentially. Okay. It gets better.
Not possible.
Number of restroom stalls.
Wow. You could rock a piss like crazy in that place. So, largest location, restrooms. So that's more than 60 total.
Number of freezers.
No.
Some locations have 20 plus.
Up to and including 1,982.
For nuggets sold annually. Now this one's important.
Damn, that is a number bigger than 1,982.
Largest car wash is in Katy, Texas. Different location.
How do you quantify the size of a car wash?
255 feet long.
Okay. Actually, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put Katy, Texas over here.
Yeah.
Because that's of note.
That is of note. I don't think that if I were to measure a car wash, that length would be like the first unit I'd go for. Like
Okay.
bays or really, it's Katy like that?
Yeah.
Huh. Also, did I spell that right?
No. Typical store size. That's one we got.
That's, yeah.
50,000 square feet plus.
Okay. Let's see. So, size. 50,000 square feet plus. Could you, I feel like we need to quantify that number. Could you ask ChatGPT some other things that are 50,000 square feet plus?
Yeah. Man, the Wi-Fi sucks in the woods.
Jesus Christ. They don't want us to have good Wi-Fi in our yard. Off to a really bad start. Wow.
Okay. Airport terminals. Some smaller airport terminals
Okay.
are around 50,000 square
Wow,
feet.
okay, that's cool.
White House.
Done.
is around 55,000 square feet,
Around.
which, if we'll refer back to our previous number, fits squarely within the bounds of 50,000 square feet
Plus. Okay. Let me know a little bit more about Sevierville. Actually, do you want to look into the rate of expansion?
Yes.
You look into the rate of expansion. I'm going to find a little more on Sevierville. The way I'm seeing this right now, I think there is a concern. If each Buc-ee's is this size, and they have been continuously opening since the 1980s, how long will it be until everything is Buc-ee's?
Yeah. And if you look at this location, that was recent. That was in 2023.
So they're getting bigger.
They're getting bigger. Their biggest one was just 2 years ago.
This was in 2023?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Can you get the area of their first store?
It was likely under 5,000 square feet.
And it was opened in 1982?
Yep.
1982, Clute,
In
Texas.
Clute, Texas.
Under, that's the wrong way. Under 5,000 square feet. Damn. So, okay, so over the course of, how many years is that? Yeah, can you ask ChatGPT to graph that rate of change?
I'm on it, boss.
Okay, awesome. He's got it. You need me to chart the increasing scale of the size of Buc-ee's? You came to the right place. Oh, Sevierville. You fucking idiot. Sevierville. Sevierville. Whoa. Fun fact, it is warmer here today than it is in Sevierville.
Wow.
Thanks, ExxonMobil.
Wow.
Oh, God. What do you got for me, Henry?
Okay. So when asking ChatGPT to chart the rate of growth, so we know previously in 1982 in Clute, Texas, their meager beginnings of a less than 5,000 square foot thing. Then in 2003, their stores were between that was 20 years later, between 20,000 and 35,000 square feet.
Okay.
On average. That's a 4 times growth over 20 years.
Okay.
2012, their average size was 68,000 square feet. That's 2 times growth in 9 years between that and 2002. And then 2023, their store size of 75,000 square feet. That's 10 times growth over the course of those 40 years.
Oh my God. At this rate?
At this rate?
Okay, extrapolate. Wait, can we print this as a graph? We need this. Hold on. I can draw this as a graph. Who am I kidding? We have a talented editorial team that can make this all as a graph. So in 40 years, it increased from 5,000 square feet to 75,000 square feet.
Also, I'm seeing now that Sevierville location was the largest at the time. But there's one in Luling, Texas.
No.
That opened in 2024 that may even be larger. I don't know how large. It just says 75,000 plus. I'll ask for more details.
Ask for more details. Give us a little more on that. Yeah, I think I need to open an Excel spreadsheet. How big is the landmass of the United States?
I asked for more information on Luling, Texas. So there was original Buc-ee's opening in 2003 in Luling, Texas. That was much smaller. And then there's this new one in 2024, which is over 75,000 square feet. Over 120 fuel pumps, which we know
is around the same size as this one.
Yes. Now, Luling, Texas was founded in 1874.
Okay.
And it has a population of only 5,500.
Really?
Yeah.
What is a population that small doing with a Buc-ee's this big?
Yeah, exactly. Or another way to frame that, what is a Buc-ee's this big doing with a population this small?
It's like the square footage to resident ratio.
The area is 5.5 square miles. So if if we used the metric system, that would be a very nice, easy divisible number.
But we don't. And
But
we
we don't,
won't.
and we won't.
Okay, so Luling, Texas, what, had a population of around 5,000?
5,500, yep.
Wow.
Um,
Makes you think.
Another notable thing about Luling, Texas,
Uh-huh.
Luling's famous Watermelon Thump Festival. First held in 1954. The typical attendance, 30,000 plus people.
Shit.
And the record is over 10 pounds of watermelon eaten in in 3 minutes.
Wow, 10 pounds of watermelon thumped. That's amazing. That's amazing. I don't even think I can thump that much watermelon.
Luling is also known for its oil fields, barbecue, and now the biggest Buc-ee's ever. And then it says,
God.
for now.
Dude, it's right there.
It's
right
right
there.
Open your eyes.
Wow, they're trying to warn us, dude. Okay, so Luling, Texas. So this is the second largest.
So, okay, so
Well, we don't really know. It's a tie between these two.
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
largest. Largest locations: Severville, Tennessee, 2023. Luling, Texas is. Oh, what's the population
I was
of
wondering.
Severville, whatever it is. Luling, Texas. It's like pretty much the same stats, right? As this, it's like 75,000 square feet.
yeah. Plus.
Yeah. Okay, lest we forget the plus.
Severville, Tennessee was founded in 1795. Population of 19,500 people.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little bit bigger. 24 square miles and 12 million tourists annually.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Huh? What do you
And
know?
it's apparently Dolly Parton's hometown.
Really? Son of a bitch. Sorry, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, so I think we got to go with our Luling, Texas.
Yeah,
Because this is a concerning square footage to population ratio.
I agree. And also, I mean, like, I feel like they're really just playing with it. Like, lulling Texas, like,
Yeah.
they are lulling us
They are
into a
into a
false
fa-
sense of security.
With all these Buc-ees.
with all these fucking Buc-ees.
If we don't do something about this, how long will it go on for?
Yeah, if they are not stopped.
You know, normally there's all this stuff about what do you mean when you say they? I mean fucking Buc-ees, okay?
It's always been
Buc-ees. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
So what's like the rate at which these, I do think unfortunately we're gonna have to open
an
an Excel spreadsheet. I feel like I've only actually drank like maybe half a beer and the rest of it has either been spilled or like contaminated with blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we got something going here. This is good.
This is good.
I think we have a very solid direction to take this. Our beer has sunlight on it. Wait, hold on. Let me get a little bit of extra ice.
Yeah, I was just thinking. To the ice mines.
To the ice mines. Is there like something we can carry it? So we're not just like bringing handfuls of fucking...
Bring the beer to the ice.
Oh yeah, we can bring the beer to the ice.
It
What a
even
concept.
rolls.
Wow. Thanks. Actually, I did have a way of opening this last time that I was really proud of. I don't remember how I did it though. It wasn't this. Was it like a... How did I do this? What the fuck?
Roll the clip.
Yeah. It was like this. This is how easy it was. That's close. Huh. Fuck off! Oh, Jesus.
It proved me wrong.
Easy
with this.
as pie.
Wow.
Ah. Ah!
See what you can find about the beavers.
I'm gonna see what I can find about the beavers. Okay, clearly we can tell that there's some sort of greater message being pushed here. And I want to look a little bit into who exactly this, the hell was his name? Like,
Arch
Beaver
something the third.
How many beavers came before him? 2, I guess.
It's
Tell me your secrets, Mr. Beaver. Arch Beaver Applin the Third. Okay, ChatGPT. What can you tell me? Whoa. When I ask, actually, correction, I didn't really ask anything. I just typed his name into ChatGPT.
Okay.
It said, it seems like you're referring to Arch Beaver Applin III. However, I'm not familiar with a widely known public figure or historical person with that name as of my last update. So, was there ever an Arch Beaver Applin III?
Or maybe there was, but they went to great lengths to cover that up.
They don't want you to know about Arch Beaver Applin. Okay, maybe there's something in that name. Why put a name in quotes with beaver? Are they trying to hide something? Are there any famous beaver families in the U.S.? Famous families with the last name Beaver. Ah, yes, the Beaver Manufacturing Company. I consider myself a bit of a beaver manufacturing company, actually. Oh. Oh, God, I hear the printer. That's not a good sign. Got it. Okay. Yeah, we had to have that up here somewhere. Perfect. Okay, so if I just type in Arch Applin III with no beaver at all, it says Arch Applin III is a co-founder of Buc-ee's. A co-founder? Wait, who else?
Who else?
Beaver. Founded in 2003 by Arch Applin III and his business partner, Don Wasek. Buc-ee's has become famous for its vast, clean, and well-stocked stores, offering everything from snacks I'm looking a little bit more into what ChatGPT can tell me on the foundation of Buc-ee's. The idea for Buc-ee's came from the founders' frustration with the lack of quality and convenience in roadside stops. They envisioned a new kind of travel center that focused on cleanliness, customer service, and offering more than just fuel and snacks. That's not very exciting. Where's the Pizzagate, guys? Come on. While Buc-ee's started out in Texas, its founders always had big plans for expansion.
Big plans.
Uh-huh. The company began focusing on providing high-quality offerings such as spotless restrooms. But after this long list of things, massive store layouts. Buc-ee's stores are often much larger than typical convenience stores, with some locations spanning 50,000 square feet or more.
More.
As we can see here. Damn.
So why do they need all that space?
Why do they need all that space? And how long until they outcompete smaller, maybe less apex predators like a 7-Eleven?
And I'm here on the Wikipedia page right now,
Okay.
and there's a whole section on litigation.
Oh, Jesus. Really? What do we got?
In recent years, during the company's rapidly growing success, Buc-ee has filed numerous lawsuits against other convenience store chains, most of them based in Texas. Buc-ee's filed a suit against Texas-based convenience store Frio Beaver.
Oh, God. No! Not Frio Beaver, dude!
They went after fucking Frio Beaver.
If they will go after Frio Beaver, who's safe?
Who's next?
First they came after Frio Beaver and I said nothing. Pilot Flying J is one of the largest chains of travel centers in the US and is perhaps Buc-ee's biggest competitor in terms of scale and customer base. They offer large fueling stations, clean restrooms. I looked up how often, sorry, I didn't look up, I asked ChatGPT. How often is a new Buc-ee's opened? Buc-ee's has been expanding rapidly, let me not stress this enough, over the past few years. And they tend to open a new location at a steady pace. On average, Buc-ee's opens 3 to 5 new stores per year. However, the frequency of openings can vary depending on factors like site selection and other things that we don't care about that don't suit our needs. But we don't have to think about that. Buc-ee's initially focused primarily on Texas, but in recent years, they've been expanding into other states. The company has opened stores in Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and even South Carolina, with plans to continue expanding across the southern and southeastern United States, given the popularity of the brand.
Wow.
We need to figure out how this is happening. How fast?
How fast?
How fast? Square footage of the United States. What trail are you on over there?
So, you know that place in Katy, Texas?
Yeah.
They hold the record for the world's longest car wash.
Those freaks over in Katy, Texas have done it again. Take my girl to the world's longest car wash. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
I think we should focus in on the rate of expansion and the size. Because the square footage, we can just chart the, like, did you say there was one in 2003 that opened that was 50,000 square feet?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's get like a couple data points for it.
Okay.
Here, I'll open up an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, numbers. Square footage. What are our values going to be? I guess year and square footage.
Yeah. Of the average size, but then we also need to track the number of stores, right?
That's true, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so it seems like, was Buc-ee's a... Yeah, because the first Buc-ee's store was in the 1980s, but then it seems like it was picked up by this guy and his buddy.
Was that around 2003?
Around 2003.
When they introduced a focus on clean bathrooms and unique snacks?
The very same. They had a vision to create the longest car wash.
Okay, interesting. And in 2003, notable opening in Luling, Texas, but a smaller 35,000 square feet.
Interesting.
And approximately 15 locations that year.
Okay. I wish I knew how to use Excel. That would be very helpful in this scenario.
Is there a ChatGPT for Excel?
Yeah, make me a graph of how big the Buc-ee's are getting.
Buc-ee's big.
Buc-ee's getting big. I think there's something here. There's definitely something here because it is 2003 is when these guys acquired it. I mean, this is literally just what we've discovered here is capitalism. These guys found a gas station and were like, we can make the biggest fucking gas station all over the place, and so that's what they did.
The longest car wash in the world.
Car wash in the world.
Okay.
But I think we can chart a course for what this means. How many gas stations are there in America? How long will it be before every gas station is a Buc-ee's?
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, once every gas station in the U.S. is a Buc-ee's, they will completely have a chokehold on the U.S. oil market. This could be a real threat to national security, is what I'm saying. We might be onto something here. You said there's oil there, right?
There's oil fields. I mean, do you think it's a coincidence that they just happened to put their largest store in Luling, Texas, a small town that no one's gonna pay too much attention, other than the Watermelon Festival,
Which draws up to 30,000 attendees per year.
They just happen to choose that place near oil fields. They want control.
They want control
of
of the
America's
US market.
natural resources.
That is, I think we're onto something here, guys. Oil. It all goes back
And what
to
else
oil.
do you need?
It looks like a little face. Jesus.
One note about the how they measure the longest car wash is it has to be conveyor belted. Like that's the thing. So it's
Oh.
like how long you're going on a conveyor belt. And I may be jumping to conclusions here.
Out of the question.
But I think that they're trying to ramp up a production line because for every car wash that's 255 feet long, the whole underside of that, what's going on under there? I mean,
Keebler elves.
Keebler elves.
Yeah, what are they making? Why do you need a conveyor belt that long? Just washing cars. But how long until they start, manufacturing small arms?
I
or,
know.
like,
I mean,
munitions.
Okay. So picture this. This is the conveyor belt.
Uh-huh.
This is 255 feet from here to here.
Okay.
Now, watch what happens with a simple motion. Now, instead of going sideways, it goes up, launching into the atmosphere. And when they own every single gas station in America, they have the world's longest conveyor belts.
That
Pointed straight up.
technology, oh my God. They're trying to pioneer with the space race. We're gonna have Buc-ee's satellites.
Buc-ee's in space, dude.
Buc-ee's in space. I mean, the
Spaceballs
whole thing
too.
about this is they're talking about the expansion and needing to go farther. They're gonna push the bounds of what is humanly possible.
Yeah.
Is it not the logical next step that they're gonna go from their largest, location in Luling, Texas, to being the first Buc-ee's in space?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't satisfied with Texas. They had to expand
No one
beyond
is.
that.
We never are.
No one has ever been satisfied with Texas. They needed to expand further. We think they're going to stop at the borders of America. We think they're going to stop at our atmosphere?
It's the final frontier, dude.
Dude,
Buc-ee's in space.
to the moon.
God damn. Buc-ee's car wash technology. What is the? Can you calculate the lift you could get on a fucking? What is the maximum velocity of a car wash? God damn it.
Okay, so are we talking most conventional car washes or high-speed express car washes here?
Henry, this is Buc-ee's we're talking about. High-speed express car washes.
Okay, well.
And the cleanest bathrooms.
Well, then we're talking about 15 feet per minute.
Oh, watch out, North Korea.
Some high-efficient tunnel systems claim speeds of up to 20 feet per minute.
Claim speeds. Big upset in the car wash community.
Drag racing car wash conveyor belts.
That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Maximum theoretical speed. Okay.
If I crank that car wash all the way up.
The physical limitations of a car wash system: safety, cleaning effectiveness, drying time. Make anything above 20 feet per minute unrealistic.
Oh my God. 20 feet per minute. Jesus Christ. Oh, the Buc-ee's space program. Once we figure out how to go faster than 20 feet per minute, we might be able to clear the atmosphere. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Okay, okay.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
let's bring it back.
let's bring it back to Arch.
The maximum theoretical velocity of a car wash. Jesus
Oh.
Christ. Okay, I think that we need to actually do this graph. I think that
Yeah.
there's something. Do you know how to use Excel?
At one point.
Okay,
Do
cool.
I have that installed? Sure.
Because really, we only need 3 data points, and we can extrapolate from there. We could do like the first store, which was 5,000 square feet, then the store in 2003 that was this 50,000 square feet, and then this, and then we can just extrapolate out, and like that's
Yeah.
a pretty logical.
Okay, can you get me the like some sort of rate of the store's opening? Because that's
Yes.
that's like the multiplier.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh God.
What?
Excel.
Okay. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Okay.
What are the opening dates of all Buc-ee's locations in chronological order? See, people give AI a lot of shit, but would you ever want to, as a researcher, be given the question, what are the opening dates of all Buc-ee's locations in chronological order? No, that is a job
Exactly.
for AI.
Exactly.
We do not need to do that. Holy shit. Oh my God. Wow, this worked out way better than I thought it would. What's up, Gabby? Okay. I got a lot of numbers for
Okay.
you.
Okay. I have so far. For my columns, I got year, size, and number of locations.
Okay.
Do those fit with the numbers that I'm about to receive?
Year, size, and number of locations? Yeah. So this is going to be, I have every single one of the locations in order that they opened with the date that they opened and their square footage. So each data point is going to be one store opening.
Okay, so I don't need the number.
So you don't need number.
Cool.
Okay. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, editors. New Braunfels, Texas mega store 2011 is 68,000 square feet, one of the largest.
Wait, how many squares?
68,000 square feet in 2011.
Okay.
2012, 30,000 square feet. 2013, another 30,000 square feet. 2014, 35,000 square feet. 2015, 40,000 square feet. You can copy that one for another one in 2015 and another one in 2015. 3 in 2015, all 40,000 square feet. Hey, Gabby. We're uncovering their plan for world domination.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting places.
Some serious things.
Do you have any insider information you could give us about Buc-ee's? Well,
Where do you?
I've hugged him.
whoa, Buc-ee, this guy, Arch Beaver Allen the Third, dude, that's crazy.
How do we know we can trust her? Are you?
Close your laptop. They're here. They're trying to silence us. They sent Gabby. Oh my God.
Buc-ee's, if you need insider information or in case you did not know, one of the best parts about it is the signs that point you to Buc-ee's. Like, you are driving anywhere within a 200-mile radius.
Oh, it's one of
Buc-ee's will
those.
say, like, repent with Buc-ee on it. Or, like, God will save
Repent.
you. And that's Buc-ee. We could use this.
We could.
Wow, wait,
maybe-
that's
maybe we
hilarious.
Maybe print one of those out.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. Holy shit.
That's
I don't know,
wow.
there's actually one that says but there's one close to it because it's kind of mocking, like,
Buc-ee, yeah, like
fucking
you will
words
burn.
that actually say repent.
Buc-ee's
Um,
signs.
I think there's one that says slay now.
No fucking way. That's
When
hilarious.
we were driving from Florida.
There's one that says OMG, it's a beaver lol.
Numbers.
Numbers. That's right. Okay. The last one, we were still in Texas, right?
2015, 340,000.
2015, 340,000. Okay. 2017, 50,000. You can copy that one because there's going to be a 50,000 in 2018, another one in 2018, another one in 2018, two in 2019 that are both 50,000, one in 2020, one in 2021. They opened another one in Allen, Texas, in 2021, which is also 50,000 square feet.
Hold on. Okay, 2018, 2019, 2020.
Okay, so there should be there should be three 2018s that are all 50,000. There should be two 2019s, both 50,000. One 2020, 50,000. And then three 2021s that are also all 50,000. A 2022 that's 50,000. A 2023 that's 50,000. Another 2023 is 50,000, and then a 2024 that's 50,000. And then we're into the out-of-state locations. They're all given in estimates, though. Everything is like a tilde. So we're going to do some averaging. We're going to do some averaging here. Because for all of the out-of-state locations, which are 9 of them between 2019 and 2024, it says they're 53,000 square feet. The size of Buc-ee's location has grown significantly since the first store opened in 1982. Early stores were much smaller, ranging between 3,000 and 10,000 square feet, but modern locations have expanded to as large as 68,000 square feet. Most of Buc-ee's newer locations are around 50,000 square feet. So 1982, the first location, 3,000 square feet.
Okay.
So that's going to be number one. The 2003 location is the one that you were just asking about, right? So that's going to be Luling, Texas. So this must have been a new addition that they made it that big. Because there's no way, because they opened one in Luling in 2003.
Yeah. That was, I think, like 35,000 I saw somewhere.
Yeah. What?
By somewhere, I mean
was-
ChatGPT, one of the previous responses.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not keeping track of this shit. What? Okay. The Beaumont, Texas location, which opened in 2004, is approximately 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
So then we can go finally to this one, the one in Sevierville.
Okay, I'm keeping a couple. Okay, so I have the original 1982, 3,000, 2003, 10,000. Then there's 20. I have a 2012 one that's 30,000.
Okay.
There's a 2017 one that's 50,000.
Wow, that looks good.
Thanks.
Okay, print that out. I'll just draw the rest of the fucking
We
graph.
can.
You know,
there.
that's yum.
Wow, everything computer.
Everything computer.
Okay.
What the fuck? Wow, okay.
Okay, we don't need this top part.
Fucking loppers.
Okay. We don't need the actual numbers.
Line go up.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. I mean, when you look at this, dude,
You can see the cause for alarm.
this just tells you everything you need to know. You know? Wow. Yeah. At this rate, I mean, Jesus. Is there a way that you could extrapolate that out?
Let me crunch some numbers.
Yeah. That would not fly in number. There's been big budget here in the Uncut Vermont studio. We have a printer now, and we're gonna fucking use it. What's that whole thing about monkeys on typewriters?
I don't know. I don't think that's applicable.
If you took infinite monkeys and infinite typewriters, they'd eventually figure out how long it'll take before Buc-ee's takes over the United States.
That's true.
Whoa, it's getting cloudy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Might need to put on my Budweiser jacket.
Yeah, oh my God, we're gonna have to switch what beer we're drinking.
Fuck.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
Weather changes fast. I think that's our sign to try and figure out what our conclusion is, I guess.
Yeah.
We should, yeah, let's here, brainstorm
Okay.
for a second.
Yeah.
How do we want to, what's our big grand slam here at the end?
Okay.
I feel like we need one last new piece of data to present
Yeah.
as like the nail in the
The
coffin.
smoking gun.
The smoking gun. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eurasian beaver population. Wait, actually, hold on. Because beavers are now protected, right? So what is the population in the U.S. of beavers have been? Wait, hold on. I think we're onto something here. Why did the sun have to go away?
I know. We were having a good time.
We were having a good time.
Fuck.
Haven't even brought out the giant barrel of Vaseline yet.
Then we'll really be having a good time.
Yeah, Jesus. Get myself all lathered up. Still sliding around the yard like a slug. Oh. Oh, great. Yeah, get that shit up there. Here. Wow. Read 'em and weep, boys. Okay.
Okay. Middle number of.
Of that.
Do you want the total or this?
The year and the total square footage.
Okay. The year was 2012.
Okay.
Buc-ee's had taken
Oh my god. Buc-ee's had claimed
240,000 square feet of the continental U.S.
40,000. Okay. If something covered 3,000 square feet, 1,000 square feet, in 2012, and how many square feet in 2024? 400,000 or something.
It's right there on the.
Oh God.
It's 3,750,000.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. 3,000,000.
700 and.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
50.
3,750,000 and square feet in 2024. How long would it take for it to cover the entire United States?
It's gonna give you some math.
It is. Calculating growth rate.
Oh,
Let
we
it
cooking,
cook.
boys.
Based. This is it.
Based.
This is it, boys. This is what we've been waiting for. Based on the provided data and calculations, if the growth trend continues at its most recent rate, it would take approximately. Oh God. Do you want to take a guess at how long it would take?
I'm gonna say 250 years.
38 years.
Oh God.
It would take approximately 38.32 years from 2024 for the coverage to extend. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a video, Dad. It would take approximately 38.32 years from 2024 for the coverage to extend across the entire United States. This means the complete coverage would be achieved by around the year 2062. Huh.
Okay, 2062.
The most recent growth rate of about 0.421 per year. 0.421 what? Yeah, wait, why am I even asking questions? So I didn't actually use ChatGPT for this. I used one that like is actually kind of a decent model. and it had the audacity to add this at the end. It's important to note that this projection assumes the growth remains constant, which is unlikely in real-world scenarios.
What the fuck?
Okay. Wow. It's wow. Okay. One sec. Let me type this exact same thing into ChatGPT again and see if we can get something different. I don't think we will, but I'm curious. I'm in the middle of something. You're a different person. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, here we go. To estimate how long it would take for something to cover the entire United States based on its growth from 3,000 square feet in 1982, 24,000 square feet in 2012, and 3.7 million square feet in 2024, we need to understand the following. The total area of the United States is about 3.8 million square miles, or approximately 10 trillion square feet.
How many zeros is that?
Okay. Okay, are you writing this down? Good.
Okay.
10 to that one. How many zeros is that? Jesus Christ. Can we do the long division with this?
Yeah.
Okay. We're given 3 data points. Now let's break it down. Step 1, determine the rate of growth. I don't give a shit about all this nerd stuff. From 3,000 growth factor of 8, which means that the size increased by a factor of 8 over 30 years. Annual growth rate compound, 8 to the 1 over 30. That's about 9.6% annually. And then from 2012 to 2024, over the span of 12 years, it was about 74% growth annually. Estimating further growth, we can now use the current growth rate of 74.6% per year from 2012 to 2024 to estimate when the entity would come. The entity. The entity is coming.
The entity is growing.
The entity is uncontained. The entity has the longest car wash.
The entity is known for its clean bathrooms and unique variety of snacks.
Oh my God. Okay. So, we can now use the current growth rate of 74.6% per year from 2012 to 24 to estimate when the entity would cover the entire US in 10 trillion square feet. Compound growth formula of this thing. Holy fucking shit. Some very scary math.
Okay, can you read that out, Tori?
Yeah, write that down. Here, I'm going to airdrop this to you. Print it. We didn't make it this far to not print out what might actually be fudged data. The sound of the printer starting up. Jesus Christ. That's so fucking funny. The sound of progress, everyone. The printing press. Okay. Wow. Read 'em and weep, boys. Fuck. Cool. Also, it is worth noting that this has given us a different number than we had before. Holy fuck, the printer's so great. Wow. I wonder how many people have had to do a printer insurance claim because the printer blew away. Do you think Geek Squad is going to accept that? Yeah. Sorry, my printer blew off the log in the yard. Okay. As we can see by the data that we have amassed here, I like this. Says now take the natural logarithm. This is just the logical progression of things. Step 3, conclusion, which I've conveniently left off here so I can read it to you. This is my own research that I have done painstakingly. It would take approximately 26.5 years from 2024 for the area to grow to cover the entire United States if the current growth rate continues at 74.6% per year. This would bring us to around 2050, which is even sooner than previous models. Wait, now we have to calculate it again if it keeps getting closer.
Dude.
Every time we run this calculation, it gets 3 years closer. This would bring us to around 2050. This is a simplified estimation assuming constant growth. I don't know what that means. But we can see pretty conclusively here that by 2050,
The entire U.S. square footage will be taken up
by Buc-ee's.
by Buc-ee's.
This is the plan for world domination. It's literally all right here, guys. Like,
It's right in front of your
It's
eyes.
right in front of us. They've shown it in their own admission.
Rapid expansion is built into.
Rapid expansion is built into
their business from day one. They have been gunning for the entire U.S.
and it's within reach. See, it started from humble beginnings. You know, the mighty oak takes quite a long time to germinate or something. But now the entity is this close to claiming the entire U.S. They don't want you to know about this.
The entity.
The entity. The fungus.
The fungus.
Nice
So-
job. That was fucking great. Doesn't even matter that this is
Gotta
where we
say,
ended up.
that's an awful lot of sixes.
Oh my God! Wait, there's
ju-
more.
I'm just saying.
That is a lot of
I was-
sixes.
We were
Six,
peer
six,
reviewing
six.
the data.
Yeah, yeah. There's been a major breakthrough in the case. 666, 666. Again. And that's a total of 6.
Dude.
Holy
shit.
Holy shit. That's the wrong way. Holy shit. How do you draw a pentagram?
ChatGPT. I do try
I kept drawing it upside down. The moment you've all been waiting for. The 55 barrel gallon barrel of Vaseline.
Can fit so much Vaseline in this bad boy.
That's like, oh
want
God. I can use it like eyebrow wax. How do I look? What do you think, Gabby? Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
You're like,
Yeah, you look more aerodynamic. Milo, you look mighty aerodynamic today.
stay moisturized out there, folks.
Remember to stay curious, stay inquisitive, and stay moisturized.